It's 6 o'clock on Friday. The festival has officially started. The courtyard is filling up with guests, and I've been invited to an opening cocktail party for people in the village who are hosting the festival. So I put my little dress on, put my little heels on, and I'm going to sneak out the back door and through the little back passages to go check out and claim my cocktail. I honestly can't imagine a more magical view to have out of my bedroom window. So this house that I'm in is usually empty, but because of the festival, it's been transformed into the most wonderful art gallery, and the garden has been cleared up by the volunteers. So I have this wonderful opportunity to show you around a beautiful example of a Charentaise house. Despite the rain, some of the artists are managing to get creative and finding ways to continue their work and continue their services no matter what the weather. So here we have Cecilia Pepper, and this is her photo booth, except she doesn't use a camera. She herself is the artist, and she will sketch you in just a few minutes to make your own portrait. It's my turn to get my portrait taken, But before I do that, I just want to introduce you to the lovely Cecilia. So Cecilia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So it all started a year ago in Ardèche. I have a studio in Chateau, in a castle in South Ardèche. And we have this festival where I inaugurated the Croquis Maton. Then it led to a circus festival d'Alba in Ardèche. And then different events, and here I am in Vaurouillac for the Sarabandes.
So how would you translate Croquis Maton?
I think it's a sketch booth.
Ah, sketch booth.
Like
a
photo
sketch
booth.
Okay,
Right.
sketch booth. Okay, very clever. And what have you enjoyed most about this festival?
I think all the atmosphere, the village, which is completely transformed with all the decorations, and that creates really a joyful atmosphere.
And what have been the challenges of this festival?
So far so good, but the rain is not really helping. Fortunately, there is this possibility to be under the porch at Jenny's place, and I'm very lucky to be here because it's a very beautiful place. It's almost Chateau.
Merci.
Oh wow, that's nice. Ooh, I look young. I like it.
Yeah.
je vais prendre une
photo.
Okay.
Une petite photo.
Thank you so much. I love it. It's gorgeous. If you ever get a chance to get your portrait done by the lovely Cecilia, I can highly recommend her. 6 minutes. Very impressive. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
Good luck. Have a great day, and I hope you really enjoy the rest of the festival. I'll be sending everyone over to get their portraits done.
Cool. Thank you, Jenny, for having us here.
It's my pleasure.
Lovely place.
So the rain has stopped and people are starting to return to the village, and now's a good time to do a little tour. There's so many courtyards and corners of this village that I've never seen before because they're not usually open to the public. And one place I've been meaning to visit and haven't yet is the church. It's very close to our house, and I'm finally going to go in and see what it's like. So I've managed to pin down for a few seconds the lovely Alan, who is the chief organizer of all the volunteers here. He's been working tremendously hard for weeks, if not months, for the preparation for this festival, and it's been a pleasure to get to know him. He's a lovely guy. He's always super smiley. So let me introduce you to Alain. Bonjour Alain.
Bonjour, Jennifer.
Bon, dis-moi, pourquoi tu fais les Sarabandes? I just asked him, why does he do the Sarabandes Festival?
Ça fait 15 ans que je le fais, depuis le début des Sarabandes dans les villages. J'adore ça, c'est les rencontres avec les artistes.
So he's been working with the Sarabandes since the beginning, which was about 15 years ago when it started being in all the different villages, and he loves to work with all the different artists. Et c'est quoi la chose plus préférée de cette Sarabande pour toi?
Pour nous, c'est la préparation.
So his favorite part of the Sarabande is the preparations.
Avec tous les bénévoles, on est un groupe de 20 à 25 bénévoles. Pour préparer ça, on est toujours ensemble. Voilà, l'habitude de travailler ensemble, c'est génial.
So he loves working with all the volunteers. There's a group of 20 or more volunteers. They've been working together for months, and to work together as a group has just been really a pleasure.
Yeah.
Les difficultés de cette Sarabande?
Le temps.
Okay. So I asked him what have been the difficulties of this Sarabande, and he said the weather. The inclement weather has been difficult. Il y a quelque chose en plus que tu veux dire?
Rien de particulier, sinon que je trouve que c'est génial d'avoir autant d'exposants. On a quand même 30 exposants à installer et on voit au fur et à mesure toutes leurs réalisations.
Yeah, so he says it's just really lovely to have so many exhibitions of all the different artists and all the performers, and just to see all their work is a real pleasure.
Et après, c'est les spectacles, parce que Joël, le directeur de la Palenne, choisit des spectacles merveilleux, donc c'est un plaisir de regarder et de profiter depuis un mois qu'on travaille, enfin de profiter de tout ça. Voilà.
Yeah, so he just says that Joël, who is the head organizer of the Sarabande, he selects all the different spectacles and he chooses them really well. So after the end of months of organizing and hard work, it's really a pleasure to profit from the spectacles and all the shows that go on. It's a real pleasure.
Et enfin, c'est la rencontre avec tous les habitants du village. C'est quand même le but principal, de faire connaître tous les lieux dans le village avec les gens, les habitants. C'est merveilleux.
So at the end of the day, it's marvellous to get to know the villagers, all the people in the village, and that's just a marvellous thing to be able to be part of.
Bien.
Okay, merci.
De rien, avec plaisir. Ça te va? Bonne journée.
So a festival like this really opens up the community. The way the traditional farmyard buildings are made around here, they often have beautiful courtyards with beautiful gates. And most of the time, for obvious reasons, the gates are kept closed. There's a lot of farm machinery and expensive equipment and cognac vats that have to be carefully controlled, and all kinds of dangerous equipment. So animals, chickens, that need to be kept locked inside the gates, inside the courtyards. So most of the time we don't actually get to see the courtyards unless we happen to know the neighbours and we go and visit them. But for a festival like this, most of the courtyards in the village have been opened up. The volunteers have been clearing them out to make sure that they're safe. Animals have been moved, equipment's been moved, so that they can be opened up and made available to the public. The sun has set, it's getting dark. It's time to go and see all the different illuminations throughout the rest of the village, transformed by the magical theatrical lighting.
When the sun is rising, your shadows fall behind. When all the weight you carry is weighing on your mind, I'll be there to show you all the things you're missing, and everything we go through. I'll be by your side. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Whoa. Life is an adventure, anywhere we are, and no season that we enter could ever be too hard. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When the sun is fading and the years have all gone by, I will still be waiting to lead you through the night. So let's run away to faraway places, escape from this life we have known. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Let's run away to faraway places. We'll make a new life of our own. Your eyes are new worlds to discover. Your heart is the place I call home. Whoa.
In fact, I should probably tell you what this festival is all about. It's called Les Sarabandes. It's a locally organised festival. It's been running for about 20 years. It's organised by a local non-profit organisation called La Palenne, together with the Griois community. Griois is our local town, so it's the commune of Griois. And there must be about a dozen villages in that commune, of which we are one. And each year, Le Sarabandes rotates around all the different villages in the community. And we were just so incredibly lucky that it happened to be our village just the year after we purchased the property. So we'd not had the keys very long when Joël, the head of La Palenne, who's the chief organizer of Sarabandes, approached us and basically said, we really need to use your property. It's the biggest property in the village. It's a really important local landmark, and it's really important for us, and we would be obviously very grateful if they could use the property for the festival. And it took us a minute to get our head around what it was all about and how it worked, but it really has been a very positive experience. The volunteers have just been so fantastic, so helpful. They've helped us with so many things, from cutting the grass, clearing weeds, clearing broken glass that was lying around from a long time ago, moving heavy stones, moving other heavy things. They brought in all kinds of tractors and industrial machines, and you've seen all the footage. I mean, they did a lot of work all for free, and that's been so helpful to us to getting this place into shape. And it's just been such a joy. I mean, a place like this needs to have a lot of people. It needs to be shown off to the public. It needs to be available to be enjoyed. And honestly, having the stage, it's a shame it couldn't have been outside because of the rain. That would have also been fantastic to have an outdoor festival, but having the stage in the barn was also fantastic. That was also a really great experience. So yeah, well done Les Sarabandes, well done to everybody who organised this, and we look forward to wherever the festival may be next year. But it's given us a lot of ideas, and we have a lot of contacts now, friends even, maybe you could call them, who might help us think about what we could do just ourselves in this space. So yeah, it's given us a lot of food for thought for the future. Yeah, well done.